Alright, let's check out this necklace. Alright. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Work it. Work it, girl. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my god, everybody in the room fucking vanished. I'm in a different dimension. The dimension of the pearl necklace. Okay, enough about me being an idiot.
This pearl is a different color.
Who looked over this? Watson?
These 3 pearls are of poor quality.
Oh, Watson. God damn it.
This pearl is too small. It is not in its place here. Too many defects. This necklace is a fake.
Watson, I gave you one
This is nothing
job.
but a vulgar copy.
Check the necklace.
And at a glance,
what do you
it
do?
would appear
Yeah,
that
fuck
the
me
forger
over.
has intended for it to be seen as such.
How could we have been fooled by such a blatant imitation? I don't understand.
Yes, how is it possible? Holmes, do you have a theory about this?
I have absolutely no idea. You insisted that I examine the necklace, and I have done so. Now it is important that I keep my appointment. I'm sure, Inspector, that you will throw some light on this affair.
Holmes.
You may accompany me, Watson, if you care to do so.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I'll keep you informed as to my inquiries.
Goodbye, Inspector. You mentioned a bishop, didn't you? Are we going to his home?
Yes, the Bishop of Knightsbridge. I put his address on our map of London on my desk. Would you get it for me, please?
All right, Holmes.
Holy shit, I'm controlling Watson.
The work tech.
Home analyzes things.
Holmes's homemade analyzer.
Yeah, Holmes made that apparently.
I have found your map.
21B Baker Street. Alright.
The police? Already? How did you know?
May we see the Bishop of Knightsbridge?
Yes. Yes, of course. But come in.
What has happened, Reverend?
What?
I don't know. It was last night, I think. I only just arrived. And
What
I
happened,
made this
Reverend? And then
macabre
Watson on
discovery.
the What?
My God.
Say
How
what?
horrible. I
That's
haven't told
Watson,
anyone. How
bitch.
did you know that?
Holmes, look!
The Bishop, appallingly mutilated.
How dreadful.
Mutilated. And killed.
How
was such a
dreadful.
good man.
There's a dead body over
Could he
there.
be so brutal? Look at him. He's barely recognizable now. How could any of God's children be responsible for that?
They were evidently unworthy children, Reverend. Now do please try to calm yourself and focus, because we will need your assistance. Do you have any idea as to the motive behind this?
I haven't had time to do an inventory, but nothing appears to have been stolen. And anyway, His Excellency didn't own anything of great value. I don't know what else I can tell you.
Note this down, please, Doctor.
Doctor?
The
Did you want the
doctor?
peace?
No, Reverend. I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. We are here at the request of the Bishop.
In that case, I must ask you to leave. And not to touch anything. I must get in touch with the authorities without further delay.
Reverend, when the inspectors of Scotland Yard find themselves at a dead end, which they quite often do, I assure you, then they turn to me for help. If you will allow us to continue our investigation, then you shall have the answers to all of your questions.
Out of the question! I don't even know you! I'm going to call the police, whether you like it or not.
It would be better for everyone, Reverend, if you kept your temper. Watson, are you taking notes? This affair promises to be a complex one. Therefore, we must not overlook the slightest detail.
Yes, Holmes. I am keeping a meticulous set of notes. I have created a very clever deduction board. One thing we can be sure of at the moment is that this crime was not for gain. The Reverend has informed us that nothing valuable was stolen. And indeed, it would seem that the Bishop had nothing of any worth to take.
Very good, Watson. Do continue.
You control Sherlock Holmes. Alright. Watson? I'm trusting you here. This motherfucker's out of line. Beat his ass. I'm watching you, Reverend.
A broken phial and blood near the neck.
What a strange smell. Phew. Chemical components, I think.
Oh, shit, not that. There we go. Let's go with this one.
This stove is filled to overflowing.
Interesting.
This stove is...
Well, I guess I'm not gonna do anything. Okay, ew. Ugh.
You can see by his expression that he suffered terribly.
His mouth is covered in blood, and I can make out strips of skin between his teeth.
Ew.
His chest has been lacerated, I would say, with a very sharp and fine blade.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it has. Okay. Oh, God. That thing's like I would say like at 85-degree angle.
The fingers have been crushed and violently struck.
Okay.
His stomach is covered in scratches. Quite evidently, they weren't made recently.
So, these wounds were not made by his murderers. The fingers have been crushed and violently struck. His forearms have been ripped. Pieces of skin have been torn off. What do you think, Watson?
I'd say that he was eaten alive. Yet I've noticed a curious degeneration of the skin tissue around the wounds.
My dear friend, everything points to this man having gnawed at his own forearms.
That's unbelievable, Holmes.
Unbelievably. I was gonna do a catchphrase, but I couldn't think of anything. What do we have here?
A piece of rope that was used to tie up that poor man.
This poor man was tied just below the knees.
To stop him from walking, certainly, but mostly to free his feet.
His feet have been burned.
Ew.
My first impression is that he wears a size 9 shoe.
You! But what does it matter, Holmes?
It always matters what the size of his damn shoes are.
These burns are terrible.
My God, Holmes, this man was horribly tortured.
Yes, he was.
A finger.
Oh.
Apparently, it doesn't belong to the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
Oh,
How
God.
dreadful.
Why did I keep a damn finger? Holmes. Fuck, dude. Where's the finger? Yeah, see, this guy still has all his fingers. So, wouldn't be his.
Something is missing here.
Oh, yes? And what might that be?
His shoes. Watson, his shoes are missing.
The fucking shoes. Of course. They did it. Watson, we gotta find some goddamn shoes. Fast. Okay. What was I gonna do? There we go.